A tough season for Leinster saw them head into their match against Treviso chasing European qualification, and a win here would help them to get there. Captain Jamie Heaslip was in the thick of the action early on, coming close to the game's first try with this pick and go from the ruck. But at the vital moment, infringement from the home side, so Treviso awarded a penalty and they cleared their lines. But just a few minutes later, the try did arrive for Leinster, and it was Heaslip again involved, the number 8 showing good control at the back of the scrum, then a quick dummy and going for the line himself. Ian Madigan was on kicking duty and made it 7-0 to Leinster after the opening 10 minutes. The supporters wouldn't be treated to much more excitement over the remaining 70 minutes of the game, with both teams struggling to hit the target from the tee, Jaden Hayward kicking wide for Treviso from a penalty attempt before Madigan followed suit just before half-time. So 7-0 Leinster at the break, and the home side came out looking for another early try in the second half. A nice Jimmy Gopperth kick in behind the Treviso defence bounced very nicely for Heaslip, but his offload to Zane Kirshner didn't stick and the chance was lost. After that, it was more wayward kicking which kept the scoreboard dusty, this time the wind not helping Hayward from far out. Leinster dominated the rest of the half but couldn't break Treviso down. Frustrations on both sides boiled over a few minutes from full-time when some fists went flying at the ruck. Sean O'Brien and Francesco Minto involved in a disagreement at the referee's feet, which continued and saw most of the players join the party. The anger stemmed from this tackle. Scrum half Eduardo Gori with a dangerous challenge on Gordon Darcy. Not a happy memory for the centre on his final appearance at the RDS. In the end, O'Brien and Minto were sin-binned, Gori given a red card for the tackle. And when the dust had settled, Jimmy Gopperth nailed the penalty to give Leinster a 10-0 win. Low on excitement, but Leinster won't care. Thanks to other results, they will be in next season's Champions Cup.
Let's tell you about the rugby that we have for you coming up this weekend. We don't actually know what the match will be in the final round of this year's Guinness PRO12 regular season, but we do know once again we're on air from 2:30 in our regular slot on Sky Sports 1. Details to be announced during the week. But we do know that Super Rugby will be back on Friday morning as well. Blues against the Bulls from 8:30 on 2. Same channel at 20 to 11. It's the Rebels' trip to the Reds. Arguably the game of Super Rugby so far this season. Top of the log Canes against the Chiefs from 8:30. That's on Sky Sports 2 for you on Saturday morning. Day one of the London leg of this year's HSBC Sevens World Series. The final event, of course, in the race to Rio will be up and running from 8:30 on Sky Sports 5 for you. And Super Rugby continues on Saturday morning with the Tars, the champions, welcoming the Sharks from 10:40. Elsewhere, Grenoble take on Toulouse on Saturday afternoon. That's from 1:35 by the interactive service on Sky Sports 5. Lions Brumbies from 4:05, and the Cheetahs Highlanders match will be available for you from 6:10. Both of those on the interactive service as well. London Finals Day starts Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, Sky Sports 3. And what a game for you in the top 14 on Sunday night. A repeat of this year's Champions Cup final as Clermont look to get revenge over Toulon. That's from 7:30 for you on Sky Sports 2.